CBS News political director John Dickerson has also been digging into hard choices. John, good morning. Let's begin with an overview.
Yeah, there's a lot to dig into there. It requires both hands. 700 pages. Secretary Clinton is at ease in this book, but it is a very careful book. We knew it wasn't going to be gossipy. That's not her style. But if you compare it to Secretary Gates, the Secretary of Defense, who just wrote a book that was a bit of a tell-all, not gossipy, but about the true behind the scenes. You know, in diplomacy and in statecraft, there's a lot of weaselly behavior and a lot of power plays. There's none of that really in this book, and it's just very careful and risk-free.
And as she says, life is about making hard choices, and our choices and how we handle them shape the people we'll become. Is this book, do you think, because there aren't many mistakes admitted, because it's very careful, a suggestion she in fact is running for president? This
is not the book of somebody with nothing to lose who's just kind of winging it on the porch with a glass of scotch. This is a book where there are really no harsh words for anyone. I mean, she says Putin is thin-skinned and autocratic. Well, he might wrinkle his nose at the first, but the second he would think it's a compliment. And that's really
about her.
That's right. That's the harshest thing she says.
There are chapters on many different countries and hotspots around the world. There's one chapter on Libya, and then there's one chapter on Benghazi, of course, which her toughest critics come on that particular subject. And she does say that far and away my greatest regret from those years is not being able to bring those 4 diplomats home.
Yes, she talks about regret there. She talks about regret in Iran not supporting the youthful protesters. Right. But there's not a lot of introspection about mistakes made in this book.
Are there things that they can seize on her opponents?
I think the opponents will seize on what is not said, which is a harder thing in a political context. I mean, the volume of this book is meant in a political context to suggest that voters can put the world in her hands. She sees the complexity and understands it.
She says the silver lining of defeat in 2008, she no longer cares so much what her critics think about her. Anybody who's interviewed her recently knows there is a calmness about her. She is, as Secretary of State, is not the same person she was as First Lady.
Yeah, well, that's true. She says that at her last campaign. We'll see if she has another one, if she still feels the same way.
It is a portrait of doggedness.
Of a hard-working person who flew all around the world grinding it out.
Yeah. Thanks, John.